Maria C in Southampton, new customer. Scope of work is going to be mulch install, bush trimming, shrub tear out, bringing in some goose egg stone, leaf cleanup, and yeah, that's about it. So starting in the front. So you got 3 shrubs here. I would just lightly prune them. She barely even talked about them, but lightly prune them up. You'll notice this is all plants, so don't rip that out. It's not weeds. Anything else is weeds. Clean it up. Black mulch, light prune of these bushes. These 2 basically dead azaleas. Just gonna yank them out. Should be able to just dig them out pretty easily. Definitely ask for a nice fresh edge. Got somewhat of an edge here. When you get to the side of the house, it's really not there at all. So hook her up with a good edge. These yuccas she wants pulled out, so yank these out, yank those out. Should be able to just dig down and haul them out. And then prune this. She wants, you know, kind of like you see the separation, the 4 balls. So square that up, trim it up, clean up all the beds, weed them out. One thing I did forget, actually, topsoil right here. So like she had some washout, I think, from gutters or whatever. So she just wants, I would say, like 3 wheelbarrows, you know, maybe a third of a yard of topsoil just brought in here just to kind of raise it back up, pack it down, and then you can put mulch on top of it. Again, good edge. Need a nice edge established here for her. Looks like it hasn't been done here in quite some time. Weed all this out, fresh mulch, prune up these 5 guys over here, prune and shape them. Getting in the backyard, good bit of work in the backyard. So these plants, arborvitae's, green giants, whatever, just want some cut back. Get pretty aggressive. You're gonna want the 8-foot with this extender pole and such. Not looking to take the tops off or anything, but it's really getting into her yard. So she wants this like cut way back. You know, it's like busting through the front. So I would say take it, maybe getting close to where the actual post is, all the way down, like pretty dramatic cut back. And again, go as high as you can. If you get an 8-foot with the extender pole, you'll be fine, because once you get up to here, which you'll be able to hit, after that it's straight up, which you won't have to worry about the top. So you're just worrying about the side. So trimming all that back, hauling it away. Leaf cleanup in the backyard. Got a good bit of leaves over here, and there's a good bit over there in the corner, and then kind of varies throughout the yard. So leaf cleanup there. Getting over to here, so she's gonna remove these bird feeders, she said, and then we'll need to clean up this area. You can yank out this plastic edging here. She said just get rid of it, or it might be actually buried. She said like right here you can keep it, but if you see it anywhere else, just cut it out, remove it, because it's all cracked and banged up, and then just cut a nice edge for her. She wasn't super specific. I said, do you want it like, you know, kind of wider like that, or do you want it short as it was? It doesn't matter, whatever. So whatever's easier for you. If it's easier to go a little wider because there's so much going on here, I would go a little wider probably, because there's no grass here. So if you cut it here, it's just gonna be a dead spot right here probably. But whatever works for you. Just looking to clean it up and mulch it. Again, leaf cleanup all back here. Moving over to here, I'm gonna yank these 3 guys out. So I told her may or may not be able to rip them from the root, but if we can't, we'll cut them down as low as possible. She said that's fine. Gonna weed out all this stone here and clean it up, spray it, preen it. Got some leaves and such in here too. Same thing here, weed all this out. You're leaving this plant, but weed all this out, clean it up, blow the leaves out of here. And then she wants this stone. It's like, I think it's a 2-inch to 4-inch goose egg white stone. Kyle should have this at TGG. You can get it. Don't need a ton, but she wants to, you know, clean up this area, bust it out, spray it, do whatever, and then fill in this bare spot with stone. What I would say too is once you rip that stuff out and cut it down, you're going to want to put some over there too to fill in those bare spots. So that's for the stone. Moving over to here, you know, pretty typical, just bed cleanup. Definitely needs some love over in this area. So this thing needs a good edge cut, black mulch, and then this juniper, going to trim it back, just kind of give it some shape and clean it up. These pencil plants, leave them alone. And you got some leaves and stuff to clean up here. Same thing here, prune this guy out. Looks like there's a weed back there, yank that out. The green giants, leave them alone. This guy, trim back. This holly, shape up, trim back, blow out and clean up all these leaves. Fresh mulch all in here. I would take the mulch to about here. Once you get to the back corner, she said don't worry about mulch, no one goes back there. Make sure to clean a little bit behind that where that pool pump is as well. The azalea over here, just light prune up. Don't go crazy with it, but light prune up and shape up. Blow these beds out, weed this out. No trimming of anything back here, just gonna clean up the leaves and such back here, clean up leaves, and that's it. The one other thing, I didn't mention this to her. I wouldn't even worry about it, but I was gonna say this guy's like, just while we're trimming that, could ask her if she wants us to like trim these up. I meant to ask her or mention that to her, but just trim some of these guys up so you're not getting hit when you're walking through here. Take 2 seconds probably if she's good with it, and that's it.